How you doing? This is Melvin Brown. Welcome back to Melvin Brown Experience. Today is not going to be a story time, but today is going to be another topic. And this topic is going to be about, do love spells have an expiration date? Now, let me be honest with you. When you do a love spell, it's pretty much the last resort. You tried everything to get your ex back, calling them, writing them letters, begging for their love, talking to their mom, talking to their family members, talking to their friends, and all of them say they don't want nothing to do with you. Your target do not want nothing to do with you. So what do? You go to a spiritual worker. The spiritual worker say they got you. They do this ritual, and you're expecting the best outcome for your love life. Basically, you're looking for redemption. Now, look at it like this. When a spell hits your target, yes, they will have some type of feelings for you. But it depends on you to make your spell last long. Let me give you an example. If you and your target broke up because you wasn't being honest with them, you was a compulsive liar, and they coming back in that situation, more than likely your spell will expire as soon as possible. I can't give it a time frame. Love is all about honesty. Let me give you another example that can make your love spell expire ASAP. If your target left you because of financial reasons, and soon as your target come back and you still in that same predicament, they're not going to want to be with you. It's just that simple. Nobody don't want to be with somebody that's not doing nothing in their life and that's not leveling up in their life to be something better. It's just that simple. You must come back financially stable, because to be honest with you, finances is the biggest key of keeping your love work together or keeping it go along. Like, let me give you an example. Nobody don't wants to be with somebody who's broke. It's the honest truth. I know some of y'all listen to this, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody wants to be with somebody that's financially broke. Now, if you're struggling and you got money and you just trying to do something with a project or something, hypothetically speaking, like crawl before you walk type shit, that's cool. But this is love work. This is a different type of ball game. Having no money can cause your love work to expire as soon as possible. I want to tell y'all this, and I want to be 100% honest with you as a practitioner. Everything is not permanent. Let me just say this. We all was once babies. Then we became a toddler. After we became a toddler, we became functional kids. After that, teenagers, early 20s, and now some of y'all in your elderly stage, some of us are soon to be there. Basically, what I'm trying to say is things change, for example. Another thing that makes your love spell expire. Picking fights with your target. Starting shit. Bringing something chaotic that is unresolved. Now, understand me with this. Work is supposed to be chaotic. Home is supposed to be peaceful. Why would you bring chaos into the home? And then your target gonna be thinking, yo, I was better off when I left your ass alone. Why is I'm coming back to the same dumb shit that I left you for? Shit like that can make your spell expire. And I'm being 100% honest. Another thing that can make your spell expire. Having family and friends in your business. Now look, you gotta understand this. If some of y'all don't understand, hear me out. Someone can smile in your face and gossip about you behind your back. Someone can wish bad things on your relationship because jealousy is everything. Sometimes people don't want to see other people happy. So sometimes if they see one little small argument y'all had, they gonna blow it out of proportion that they never blew it out of proportion in, which will cause separation, which will cause a lot of confusion because your target won't be thinking like, yo, you make a lot of sense. I'm gonna break up with this person and go on with my life. Then all of a sudden, you go back to your spiritual worker and you gotta pay extra amount of money to clear that obstacle because you was talking too much and you wasn't discreet about it. Now, it's things in life that you gotta keep private. Your money, where you live at, and your love life. 3 things. If you telling people about it, some people don't want to see you happy. Some don't want to see you fail. Bro, you'd be surprised. Like, I remember I had this one client. He got this super attractive looking girl. Very attractive. His family did not want him with her. Not because she was verbal abusive or being very manipulative. It was one simple reason. This woman made him a better man. This woman gave him everything that a man needs. She taught him a lot of things. And the family was jealous of that. So they start gossiping, fucking with his head, fucking with his psyche. Wound up breaking up with her and everything. That spell took 1.5 years for it to work. When people be in your business, while you have a love spell going on, I mean, your family don't have to know, nobody don't have to know, but just know there will be a lot of envy and jealousy happening. And some people don't want to see y'all happy, so you gotta be quiet. That's why when the spiritual worker tell you, yo, after I do this work, don't tell nobody, because you never know. Because with that energy, like when you throw love spell energy, it can go good or bad. It can attract the worst people in your life or the bad people in your life, just to stop your blessings from flourishing. So be careful. Another thing that makes your spell expire, your heart not into it. Now, I be having clients all day calling me, crying, talking about how much they love their target, giving me an inspirational, motivational speech of how much they love their target. But as soon as they get their target back, they wind up dogging them out. After dogging them out, they wind up getting their anger out, because you understand, some of their targets probably broke up in a cold shoulder with the I need space, change their number, and just go on with life, and they left you out no closure, and that will fuck somebody up. I did that to plenty of my exes, and I seen it done to other people. When you leave somebody without closure, some motherfuckers can hold on to that shit for the rest of their life. It will fuck them up psychologically. So when they run to a spiritual worker and get all this work done on them, the target is at a vulnerable spot. So the client is going to give them revenge and hell. And sometimes, I'm going to be honest with y'all, y'all put a little bit of lighting fluid in the fire a little bit too much, then it causes to backfire on you. Then your target don't want to be with you again. That can cause the aspiration. See, look, I'm going to be honest with you. A love spell is not meant to dog somebody out. A love spell is meant for y'all to reconcile, work on the disagreements that y'all have, and compromise, and move happily in one as a couple. Another reason why your love spell has aspiration. I know truly, deeply down your heart, y'all want y'all target back. Y'all want to be happy. That was the key to your happiness. So when the spell get pumped out in the air, and when it's time for the ancestors, the universe, or the spirits, you name it, come down and do their job to bring this person back to you, magic is all about logic, and the spirits have very good logic. Sometimes they can see something ahead of time what's about to take place, and they want to get you out the way before shit get real. Let's just say if your target sell drugs or have a lot of enemies, Stuff like that can happen depending on what your target do. Another thing I want to talk about with the ancestors and the spirits. Sometimes they come down, give you what you want. Maybe that's going to be the only source for you to have closure. Like if they seen that your target dogs you out and did all types of ruthless shit to you that pissed them the fuck off and they feel some type of way, more than likely they bring them back. Then all of a sudden they bring distractions, soften your heart up, open you up a little bit to find true love and happiness. Now, listen, here's another reason why love spells expire. When something is not meant to be in your destiny, I don't care it was 100 powerful magicians in one room working on one subject, every herb, every concoction, every potion, every chant, whatever we, the practitioners, use. The spirits will not approve it, and what's going to wind up happening, if it's not meant for you, you will get your target back. But trust and believe, when that year is up, something very chaotic is going to happen with you and your target that's going to cause y'all to break up. And then all of a sudden, you go back to the spiritual work again. They do the same shit over again. And then everything's going to go back smooth. And then to the next year, everything is going to fall to places. It's not the practitioner that's doing that. It's not meant in your destiny. You got to understand, we are multi-dimensional universal beings. So when something is not meant for us, things will go haywire. And yes, you can feel free to keep on paying X amount of dollars to get this person back. But why would you want to pay every year just to keep somebody with you? Think about that. Remember I said magic is all about logic. It's about results, but the results come with logic. So think about that. I want to put my 2 cents in this. Remember I said about your love life, your money, and where you live at should be private? I had a client one time that posted her business, her happiness, all on Twitter. And then she was wondering why she had bad luck all of a sudden. You gotta understand, with social media and witchcraft being a trend, the chances of you getting hit with witchcraft is at an all-time high. Let me give you an example. Back in the 70s or the 80s, in the early 90s, the chances of you getting hit with witchcraft was 1 out of nothing. It was really slim. It's like the best chances of getting hit with lightning. Now, with all this social media, the computers, and advanced technology, the chances of you getting hit with witchcraft, it is an all-time high. It is like basically 85% chance you can get hit with magic. Anybody around this world can get hit with magic, especially if you got social media, especially if you're a dickhead, especially you this, and especially you that. You can piss somebody off and they want not see you happy. Basically, when you get love work done, just be cautious, be careful, and don't expose too much. Just listen to your spiritual practitioner, do what you gotta do, live your life, may you be successful, and it is what it is. The last one. The reason why your love spell expired is because your target really do not love you. Now listen. Love spells only enhance what's already there. So if this person don't love you, you can use something out of lust to make them somehow love you. If none of that is there, then it is what it is. Look, let me give you an example. It was this one woman I was talking to. She grew up in a certain country. I'm not going to put it out there in the air. So basically, she was talking about it was this one girl that wanted to be with this guy. This guy wound up leaving her, moving on with somebody better, happy as ever. This woman was so desperate, she paid her whole income tax just to get him back. He came back. Since he didn't want to be there, he started getting sick. Since he didn't want to be there, like his soul wise, didn't want to be there, he wound up dead. Because his heart wasn't there for her. And that man died of a broken heart because all the chaos he had to go through. This is Melvin Brown. This is the Melvin Brown Experience. I hope you like this video. Enjoy it, share it, hit the like button, leave a comment, email me. I'm out.